Hello everyone, I'm here to tell about something about grocery cards. So firstly let me introduce myself. I'm here Nancy Gupta before you. So I'm just sharing about a grocery card, and I work on Mindfire solutions with the open source team here. So let's move and see what this is. Actually, something firstly I want to tell here about myself. These are something few data about me. I have certification, Magento certification. I have OCA, and you can connect me with Facebook, LinkedIn, Google Plus, and you can also go and see my blog. There are so many tech articles and tips are there. And if you want to contact me, then you can contact me also here with here my email ID and Skype is there. Okay, so now let's move about the grocery card. What it is actually, grocery card is nothing. It is a library for a coordinator, which is quite very different and very good. So which makes in a simple word, if I say that grocery card makes a life easier for a developer actually. So okay, let's see how it makes our life easier and how it helps. So firstly, little bit about what grocery card is. So grocery card is a coordinator card, and it is a fully tested in coordinator 2.0 and 1.7 above. So by using this, there is no need to write so much lines of codes, models of views, libraries to make Crud works. How? And I will show that in after some few minutes. So let's little bit, it is good to know about it. So just few lines with this, we have to write just few lines and everything will be get ready. So we can see like we are just putting anything and everything is getting ready by self. So let's see. And then the other good thing is it is a automatic CRUD generator that I'm already said, like it is whenever you are just writing a 2 lines code or something and everything is done, then it is something like which is doing automatically. So this is a little bit introduction about it. It has so many features. You can change its themes very easily, and the listing what it is doing, it is already having paging, sorting, searching, which is with the help of fields and all this. You can write validations also there, and database relationship also you can define. So there are so many things which is already there. When we go to code, then it will be easy for us to understand. So it also takes all the by defaults, and the 3 point I have written like here, the automatic creation of inputs by field type. So if it is taking from DB, and if you see in DB we have given something integer, then it automatically takes that field as integer. We don't need to define it actually. So some more features here are, you can also write your own validation rules. There is nothing like that whatever you have written before, it is fixed. If you want to add new, you can. Then it has flexibility to choose columns and fields which you want to show in grid. And for the forms, add forms or edit forms, also you can define what fields you want in the add form and what you want to allow for the edit. You can change it as per your requirements. So that's why it is written as like have flexibility to choose columns. Then for callbacks, if you say, then everything, there are so many callbacks there. Like for means we need like for after running this query should be run. So something like we can write some callbacks. So whatever the callbacks you want to do, you can customize it by yourself, and you can do that callbacks. Then after this, if we come, it has you can add your own model by extending the basic model. So whatever the basic structure it has, you can extend it more according to you. And the good point is like it supports all the browsers, and if you're using some app or something, then it is compatible with Android, Windows and iPhone also, so you don't need to worry about if I'm using that library then it is working in web, but what about that app if I'm having with my application. So you no need to worry about that. And also I want to tell like the most important, not most important but a good point, like there is a CSS or things, whatever the themes they are providing, you need not to worry about so much about themes, because they are providing different themes. You just by default they are providing 3 themes, that is data tables, flow grid and bootstrap. So if these themes are there, then you can just write those, and if you want to customize them, then you have to go and just do little bit changes in that CSS files, otherwise everything is already there. So okay, now let's move to the directly to the installation of this library. So here the installation comes. So it is quite easy. Let me firstly tell what are the steps. Okay, if we go to google.com, then we search for grocery crud. So this is the main site of the grocery crud. Then we need to directly go to the download of this. Then in the download, in this link, when you click, then it will start downloading the library for this grocery crud. So I have already downloaded, so there is no need to download it for you and to show. It will take time, so let's pause it. And for this demo I have picked just a basic structure of CI. That also I have already downloaded. That you can also download it from coordinator. So download coordinator, and you can download the accordingly the basic structure of the coordinator from here. Okay, so let's come back to the installation. So here the installation is in this, you can see there is a website folder, main mera my project folder. Then after this we have application. So inside application we have config, controllers and libraries, models and views. So you can see in the config there is a one grocery crud.php I have to put, which is in the when you download the grocery crud library it will provide you. In the controllers we need to not to do anything, whatever we want we have to write. Then in the libraries you see there is a one library grocery crud.php which you have to put in the library. Then in the models we have grocery crud model.php, we have to put it there. And the assets folder of grocery crud is there, which you have to put in the root, like with the same as the application. Okay, you can see here application is here, is same as to with assets, and that's it. So okay, let's go and see what when we download a grocery crud library, then what it is providing us. So here I am going to my folder structure. I have already downloaded this grocery crud 1.4.1. If I go inside this, you can see they are providing an application folder. In this is a config, and they are providing the grocery crud.php. They are providing the same structure. If you are downloading, then if they are giving the file which you have to put in config. So they are already given this file in the config folder. So means you have to put this file in your CI config folder. Similarly, if you go to libraries, then you can see I have this grocery crud library. Then I have crud library. Then I have to put this into the my CI library folder. Then after this in the models I see this grocery crud model. Then similarly I have to put this model into my model folder of the CI. This all the things I have already done. And the another thing about asset folder that I was talking, in this asset folder what this library actually contains is you can see it has config, CSS, JS folder and themes folder. The themes what this library already having, it contains all those its assets in that folder. So whenever we are using its different themes, it is taking all those things from here. So you no need to worry about where I am going to put its JS and CS things. So let's go to my now coordinator project. So my CI, I have created a project which is my coordinator basic structure project. So if I go to application, then in the config, here you see I have this grocery crud already put. Then I have told you second we have to put in libraries. There, here my library, you see it is there. Then I want to go to models. In the models, you see it is there. So I have these things I have to do, that I have done. So okay, now we go to the coding part. So let's browse firstly the CI site. So here I see, if I browse it, then this welcome controller is getting called, which is the default controller of the CI when you download it. So this is the thing. So the another, as I am doing the DB operation, so we need also a DB. So DB also I have created. So let's open it. For me, I have some root and password. Let me to go to the config and open my database. Here in this config database.php, I need to set the DB which I am using. So here is my some username and password for my MySQL, and the database is CI. So let's log in. So here my CI DB is. So you can see I have already having a table which is named as employees, and it is having a this fields simple that contains the employee details. So if I go and browse the details of this table, you can see I have a lot of data here. So that's it. Now let's go to code and let's get all these data with the help of grocery crud library. Okay, so okay, let's go to the controller first. Okay, so here I have created a examples controller. As I've already written all code, so it will not take a long time to explain. So examples controller I have written. So the simplest class to extend the CI controller. This is the default standard library we are loading, database and the helper. So now I have to load my grocery crud library, so that I have written this load library grocery crud. Okay, this is the fun normal. So I have written a one index function for this my controller. So in this, just what it is doing, echo it is welcoming to the coordinator. So let's browse it and see is it getting call or not. Examples, and then I guess I have done something wrong. Just a pause. Okay, I missed here index.php, as I have not set htaccess for now. So welcome to world of coordinator. As we know, any controller, it has index as a default function, so it is getting call. So now I am writing a different function which is employees. So what I am doing here, I am getting this data with the help of this grocery crud library. So you can see how to use it. Okay, so the first line is like grocery crud set table. So you need to that already DB is set, it know from the, it can get the DB details from config database.php. Then what table we are going to use with this function. So I am writing set table is employees. For now I am not using this theme as a part, so it is not important for us now to understand this. So just leave it, and the output will return, the grocery crud will render all the things from the employee table. So what this output is getting, it is a object. So what this object is actually fetching, and then how we going to use this object in our view file, we going to see. So here what I have done, just print, I have just printed the output object so that we can see what it is printing. So let's call our employee action. So here the object is output object. What it is returning, you can see it is returning JS files array. So whatever the JS it has, from where it is getting JS, you can see localhost my CI is my project, then assets, the assets folder, the grocery card I have put it is taking all the JS from there only. So it is loading all its JS by own. I have not written anything for it. It is taking JS libraries. I have not defined any config file, so it is not taking, and this is CSS whatever it is required, it is so just taking all the paths, it is taking by default. And the other, when I render it from, attached it from the any table, then it is getting all the details of table in some format, but it is not looking proper as we have not sent it to view. Once we send it to view and do some CSS and HTML things, then it will look good. So okay, let's go and do the things. So firstly I want to tell what this output actually object returns. So that I explained, like it get all the JavaScript, all the CSS and all the libraries, whatever the things we are getting going to use by this grocery library. So let's comment out this and load the view. Before loading the view, let's see what this myview.php actually contains. So I have already written and opened it also. So let's see here. You see, as we have seen that the output what I am sending from the controller, the output parameter I am sending here. So in the output parameter I have already the JS libraries I have, CSS already I have. So what I am doing here are just PHP for each $CSS files. I am just loading all the CSS files in a loop, and so in this it will just fetch all the CSS files. And similarly I am doing the same thing for the JS files. So whatever the JS and CS files we are required, that grocery code automatically fetching in its object, and we are just writing it here in a one line. So it automatically loads, we no need to write all the files or something like. So after this some CSS this body for something is done, just leave this. And now this links I have created something, if I am going to make this, but these are just not done, so these are just basic. Then another thing what I have to do, just PHP echo $output, nothing than that. So whatever the other than the CSS files and all those things, it will print this output, what the output parameter has, it will print. So let's browse and see now what it is going to print. Here you see it is made a tabular structure which is automatically created. I have not done anything till now, and I have just loaded tell the grocery that this is my table. You have to just show in this view file, that much. I have not written anything till now. So what this actually providing, you can see it is just automatically providing a grid view, in which the basic things we required in grid already present. Let me show how. You can see the sorting and ascending is there. For each column it is already present by default. Then what are the actions I need, you can see it is there. The symbol, as we know, this is a edit. So if we click, then the form of edit is automatically created. We don't need to do anything. If I want to add it, then I will edit it something like 45, and it is providing me two options, update change or go to same page. If I want to update change, then it will update and keep me in the same page. You can see the message is also coming automatically. So all the things is something like automatically is there, that I was saying it before when I started, like just we need to tell this is my table, this is my this thing and this thing. It is preparing all the things for me by itself. So if we click here, go back to the list, it will take me here. So here we have pagination also, 10, 25, 50, 100 by default it is there, and whatever the pages are there, it will show. So if we go to add record now, you can see the add form is also there. If you click on save, then it is saving a blank thing, which is wrong actually. So that I told in the features, while when you are creating, then if you have some required fields or some validations, it you need to define from DB. It will fetch only what the data fields or type it should have in this, but it will not know that which is a required field for you. So if you want to describe a required field, then you have to describe which field is required and which field is not. So how to tell this is a required field, we will discuss later. So if I am going to add a one record for me, so for example I am adding ABC last name, then XYZ, some extension, some email, then office code, URL or job title, just this, and I want to click save and go back to the list. I have last name given as ABC. Okay, so it is saved. So I think this is my just data I have entered, it is coming, and this the blank one which is done. So if you want to delete also, you just click on delete and it will get deleted. And you can see here is the export feature is there. If you click on export, it will create a CSV for you or XLS. So if XLS is there, you can convert it to CSV, which is very easy. And the print option is already there, which is automatically creating it according to the for printing. And it is as I told that, so this library is providing some of the themes, which are the basically 3 themes it is providing. So the 3 themes which are it is providing, let's go and see how to use those themes. So if I go back to my controller, here you can see this line I have commented out before. This is the data tables. Let me save it and let's refresh to the employees. This is the look of the data table. That the before it was coming for the flex grid default theme it is using. This is for the data grid. Here the search is like this, and you can see for the ad they have given this ad record there. Here it is view. If you click on view, then the for particular details you can view. This is blank one, so that's why it is not coming. Let me delete this. Okay, if you click on view, then this view is coming. Okay, and export is also there, print is also there, edit is also there, similarly same as we have in the different theme. So the last theme what it is have, I told the bootstrap. So let's write bootstrap and refresh. I guess I have written something wrong. Let's so here the bootstrap is there. So for the bootstrap actually we need to write Twitter bootstrap. So let's go and refresh. So this is the bootstrap look, so that we actually use sometimes for our JQ grid or something like that. So here are the things for the Twitter bootstrap look it is taking. So this is all about it is doing. So let's do something else for now. Here we are setting the default things for this. So I'm just using this line above. So here we can see the some different functions. So I told like for example, if I want to use different name or I want to show some of the fields only, so for this I will write grocery crud columns, and in the bracket I will provide the column. So for me I am having this last name and first name I say. So I will write last name first name and will save. And if I okay, sorry, for this in should be in caps. So here it is, and I have done something wrong again here, I guess. Here are the some functions that this grocery library is providing, which I have written like this. You can see columns, display as, required fields, edit fields. Similarly, add fields is also there, set rules is also there to set the rule for any particular field. So just look at this simple one. The columns is actually what it is doing. Whatever the columns you will define, that those only are going to be listed in the grid. So let's go and see here. I am refreshing. You can see last name, first name, email, job title and action. Only these fields are coming. So while doing add record, all the fields will come. So for defining the all fields, if I just I have written like you can see edit field. So if I just write it as add fields and come over here back and click on refresh, you can see it is taking only the fields that I have said, like for the add fields, last name, email and first name. It will not take any other. And you can see I have written in the required fields as last name, email and first name. So in the UI also you can see it is giving me a star mark. Before I have shown like when we click on save, it is saving all the fields while not saying any validation or something, but now I have make it as a required, so it is showing me a validation that these fields are required. So for if you want to set any rules for any text or any field, so you can use similarly the set fields. If I want to allow only edit the two values like first name and last name, not I want to allow the email, so just what I am doing, just removing this email here from here. If I go back and I am just cancelling and clicking on OK. So if I want to edit any record, so let's get and add this. You can see the last name and first name is coming. It is the email is not coming. So as I have given for the added fields, I am just providing what the email, the last name and first name. So that is all about this library. I found it is interesting, so I thought that just to discuss and share with you all. I hope you have got something from it, and what I have told you got. So if you have any questions, you can mail me here, and that's all. Thank you.